Well, we'll see if we can get this fixed. Hopefully this is all its problem. I think the fuel filter's screwed up from sitting over the winter. Maybe got some algae or something growing in it. Yeah, there's some shit on that screen. Well, I know that day I was raking hay with it. I barely got the thing home. It just had no guts to it. Got this brass screen in it, and they're all that bad. Alright. I guess I don't need to go any further. Oh, crap. Just screw that up. Got the same problem I had there a year ago. Something in the bottom of this tank. I don't have a can or anything here. You should be running a good stream. It's just barely dripping. Oh well. Still going to do the other part of it. I never liked that filter anyhow. That's all I could get the last time. Because of supply delays, even John Deere didn't have this filter. Oh well. That's going to be the end for today then. I gotta see how much fuel's in that tank. I might have to drain that out. Can't see. That's empty there. The last time I said it plugged up on me twice. Once in this little, you probably can't see it, the slot where the fuel comes through had one of them silky spider nests in it. And then got a ladybug or something out of it at one time. So I might have to rig something up here and drain everything out of that tank and clean it out a little bit better. But I can't fill that until I get this jar on, so I guess I'm done with this job at the moment. So let me do a little more investigating and then I'll come back about it. Yeah, that's the wrong time of day trying to do this. Gonna get sun in my road. Yeah, still playing with this. I'm not good with it yesterday, part way. Right now I just drained the fuel out of the tank. I put the fuel filter on, but I'm gonna change the sediment bulb, drain that out. Nothing would empty into would empty out them holes down there. So I drained some of this yesterday. I drained out 2 bucketfuls and still nothing would come out. So, and I just looked down in the tank. There is nothing in that tank. Thing is, I'm not seeing nothing down in here either. So I don't know if what was in here came out. I mean, all I can do now is just put this back on. I'm going to take the air compressor and blow this out. First I thought this was a screen on top, but just a neck that sticks up. And again, with that screwed up in there, any sediment should be staying, because this sticks up further in the tank than the bottom. So most of the stuff should stay in there, but I don't see nothing floating in there. Nothing that drastic. So I pulled the, unless there's something down in there I just can't see. Like I said, I'm going to go blow this out. I'm going to go get my pick set. Pick down in there. You know what? It is plugged in there. Because that's the seat where that valve screws into. That's where it sets. So it can come down in here. I bet that's well crowded. Let me go get my pick set. You know, I tried digging here with my pick. It's just not the right angle or long enough to reach down in there. I mean, I want to try to catch this. I just don't want to take the air compressor and just blow it out and not see what it is. But the hole's too small. I mean, I stick it in there. There is some stuff on the end of that. I'm going to go blow this out and see if I can catch it. I want to see what's in there. You know, I ain't sure what it is, but that's what I just blew out of that thing. Oh, don't fall off there. My eyesight shit, I can't tell what it is, but I got that and that there. I don't know if that's bug parts or what that is. Definitely not algae, that was my biggest concern. But that's what was plugging that up in there. Yeah, at least that's good. Biggest pain in the ass, like I say, is draining that fuel tank out. I'll blow that out a little bit more. Biggest thing I got to decide what I'm going to do. I'm going to do about my fuel line. It's damp. I don't know if it's leaking or just loose connection. I'll probably put that on for now, but I'm thinking about just getting a couple hose barbs to go from here, and when the sediment bulb, just run a 3/8 fuel line down there, and don't have to worry about that leaking then too much. But like I said, I guess I can get this all back together here now. See if I can find my Teflon tape or whatever, sealant. Then I'm gonna go get a few more good bursts to make sure that's cleaned out. Yeah, got the tire back on it. And it'll move now if it'll start. First thing we gotta do is I gotta get this all bled out. Like I said, once I put all this all back together, put fuel back in the tank, I never did nothing more with it because, like I say, well, I was still debating whether I wanted to try to replace this fuel line. I'm not going to worry about it right now, I guess. I mean, it's not that hard really to bleed all this, but probably would have if I only had to get one style of fitting. I would have taken this adapter out and got one with the barb on it. But this one's a smaller fitting here, so I'd have to take them both out, and I just don't feel like milking it right now. I mean, anything that's in contact with diesel fuel always looks like it's wet. I mean, I don't think there's any holes or anything in that line. So we're just going to run with it. I guess that's alright. Okay, the only thing I can do is open this valve up now. and hopefully it'll go. And at least the jar's filling up here now. This may take a while because there is no hand pump on this. All I can do is open that up and just let it go. I took the plug out at the top here on this side. Where else is it? There. Took that plug out so the air can escape. Should start seeing something coming in the bottom here pretty damn soon. I expected it to run a little bit faster than this. As long as I don't got too much air in this line here. This goes from here out to the injector pump. I might have to let this go for an hour or better. Yeah, we'll do this. Take the fuel cap off, maybe that'd help. Come on now. I gotta take. There, it's just starting in there. I mean, that's all I can do. Oh God, that might be a while. Fuel line ain't plugged, is it? I didn't blow that out. Maybe I should take that off and blow it out. Well, I ain't gonna sit here and videotape all that. I mean, I'll bring it back when I got it full. Yeah, maybe there was something in that fuel line. Because I did take it off, I blew it out, I didn't see nothing come out of it. And I tightened that back up, but I left this one loose. Turned that on, and all of a sudden it started going in there. So, once I got about halfway, I tightened that up, and it zipped right up through there. So, there should be, and you can see there's some air bubbles in there yet. You can't get them out this way, it'll work theirself out. So I just hope, which it shouldn't have, that line. I don't think it ever got in that line. So I have started and running here now. If it stalls out, then I got to take this loose and just wait until fuel comes out of there. And then it usually will start up, cough its way through. Now, let me get up there and we'll see if it's... Alright, we'll see what it does. Neutral. Bump that up a little bit. It's going to sputter and cough for a little bit here until all the air works out. We're running about 1500 RPM. put the shielding back on, and this will be another project off the list. And this gives me the option again of raking hay with this. I might just fish around here yet. I think I'm going to change them cushions over that other frame. At least gives me a little bit of a suspension. Yeah, that's already working out of there now. Yeah, this tractor ain't too bad for runs out of fuel. Now the 880 Oliver we had, we were told, don't you ever run that out of fuel. I guess that motor was a son of a bitch to bleed. Heard the same thing like on Ford 9600s. Neighbor said that. It would take 2 weeks to get that thing to run right again after they ran it out of fuel. I don't know if they were just missing doing something or what. That's humming nice right now. Right, I think it's running better than when I first got it out. Like I say, I've had several issues with that fuel tank here now. You know, I had it completely drained out, and I don't see anything of any significance floating in there. So I don't know where this shit is coming from. But none of that fuel went back in the tractor. I put fresh fuel in it. So I said, no, I'm saying this ain't gonna do it again. This will be a third time now. But I guess this one's off the list. I'm gonna get the shielding on. This project will be done.